So Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru get killed by stormtroopers.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I'm still processing it all. And right before that, I meet an old family friend, an old hermit named Ben Kenobi, who lives in a cave near our farm. And Ben tells me, get this, that my dad was a Jedi Knight. Not a navigator, a Jedi. And he was his best friend.
Quite an upgrade.
Right? And then he tells me my father was betrayed and murdered by another Jedi who turned evil, a guy named Darth Vader.
Well, Luke.
Ah! It's a trap!
Speaking of Darth Vader, give him a hand, everybody. Darth Vader, come on out!
Obi-Wan never told you what really happened to your father.
No. Obi-Wan told me you killed him.
Jerry, let the truth be heard now.
In the case of Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, you are the father!
That's not true! That's impossible!
Luke, search your feelings. You know it to be true.
No!
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I'll never join you!
So, Vader, not sure cutting your son's hand off was the best move to win him over.
He'll be just fine. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Every Sunday, 6 p.m. We pull up, lock in. Black Nerd Podcast on the screen. JS1, the supplier, that's the team. Fame in the cut, sharp and clean. Jalen and Sloan, full power beam. Science talks and comic book heat. Movies, TV, games on repeat. Anime world and tabletop fate. Black perspective, we elevate. If you know, then you know. We bring it live, we bring it home. 4 voices, 1 lane. Say the name. Standing on her business. Yo, standing on her business. Nerds run the world. Nerds run the world. Yeah. Standing on her business. Standing on her business. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. Black Nerd Podcast. Let it begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back.
We
Where do you find
are.
this stuff at? Where do you find this stuff at? Where?
It's the internet, sir. It's the internet. That's all I gotta say. Jerry Springer and Star Wars put together was, oh my god. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is the pre-roll. We got to do the pre-roll. But I
Ladies
missed
and
y'all.
gentlemen.
Man.
Yeah.
I missed y'all.
No, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this guy is talking to my immediate left, this is JS1, the supplier. And now he's to
Wherever
my
he
immediate
went.
gone. He'll be back. And in the house tonight, we have the lovely, beautiful Queen Goddess, Jalen.
Thank you. I didn't know if you were talking about me or you.
Damn, she called you a goddess.
Oh yeah, never. She never.
So
gets
happy
it
to
again.
be home.
Tell him, Fame. Long hair don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Hair, don't care.
So you got your Matrix glasses on. I see you, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I had to dig in for tonight. Like I had to dig in. So yeah, want me to get into it really fast? so I could.
Please. Yeah, because I need to know what you did.
Tonight, this is what we're starting with, ladies and gentlemen. This little book right here, right? So before we even talk about that book right there, Dracula, Frankenstein, Sherlock Holmes, Robin Hood, Greek mythology, becoming movies, games, shows, comics. Thank you, Riley. Anime concepts and full-blown franchises. We have something bigger. How did public domain even become a thing, and why does it exist? The idea was simple, but powerful. When someone creates a book, a character, writes a song, a story, or a piece of art, copyright gives the creator creative control over their work for a certain amount of time. That protection matters because creators deserve to benefit from the work they made. But copyright was never meant to lock culture away forever. Eventually, older works enter public domain. That means no single company, estate, publisher, or family controls them anymore. They become part of a larger creative world, and anyone can study them, adapt them, remix them, criticize them, rebuild them, or use them as the foundations for something new. This is how old stories keep breathing. Public domain is why a monster from an old novel can become a movie icon. It is why fairy tales can become animated classics, horror films, musicals, games, anime ideals, and graphic. Oh, she left with the novel. It is why mythology, come on, give me that, keeps getting reborn every generation. But that brings us to the conversation of the night. Should stories eventually belong to everyone? I'm really eager to see Jay's perspective on this, and Jalen's when it comes to the Harry Potter franchise. And tonight we have a special guest joining us, our guy Paige Dallas from Page One Comics. So Jay, before we even say any more, should I do the house cleaning now, or do we want to talk about something nice and shiny?
Yeah, man. Kick off that house cleaning with your Halo, with your new Halo helmet in the background. You want to try to slide that in so that people don't see. Right. Go ahead there, buddy. Go ahead.
Before we hit our first segment, we are still on a BNP tour. Next stop, DreamCon, July 10th through the 12th in Houston, Texas. Then we're off to DragonCon. It's still a TBA. Then Baltimore Comic Con, September 25th through the 27th. And finally back to New York Comic Con, October 8th through the 10th. And after this show, tonight, JS1 and I are playing Baldur's Gate 3. We're at the tail end of Act 3. So make sure to stop in for more laughs as we fuss about directions, looting, and why I always end up in a fight. You can see more of me every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. for Anime Watch on our Patreon, where I watch anime for the first time to see if it's even worth your time. And every Friday morning at 9 a.m. on TikTok and Twitch at Gaming with Fame, where I'm currently playing Resident Evil Requiem and waking up from cold sweats and terrible nightmares.
All right. So how's everybody been? Y'all had a week off, didn't have to do anything. Y'all look refreshed. Y'all look excited. You know what I'm saying? Jalen, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. I missed you guys a lot. Life has been lifing, but I did go on vacation, so that was great.
You had 2 weeks off. Somebody had off. Buns out and the sun's out. Okay,
I sure did. I definitely did. Lost my phone while I was out there to a water cave. I didn't lose it. Someone dropped my phone into a water cave. I asked somebody to hold my phone, and she drops it in the water while I was jumping in the water. Yeah.
Okay.
25-foot deep cave. I had to do it.
We struggled. We really struggled without you, mainly because I had pulled up a bunch of stuff for you that I couldn't use because you weren't there. So I had all of this good content that I was like, oh, this is Jalen centric. Today's show, outside of the main topic, it's kind of a Jalen centric show. So like, there's a lot of Jalen style stuff that she likes that's on the rundown. So yeah, welcome back.
Happy birthday to me then.
Oh, and happy birthday.
Oh, belated birthday, correct. We just opened the show without saying it.
Cool.
And I was waiting for that.
And we owe her birthday present. So like, yeah,
I
man,
have
like,
a birthday present, so
Really?
yes, really.
Oh, well, we know who the good friend is. No.
I like that. I like that. Spicy. All right, y'all know what time it is. All right, we're gonna make this quick because I don't want our guests to fall asleep in the green room. You feel me? So we're gonna go straight to the business, and this is Holmes.
That is mine. In light of our main topic today, I have the original Hans Christian Andersen original Little Mermaid. Not the one where she trades her voice in for some legs. No, the one where every step she takes with said legs feels like she's stepping on knives and all of the things. Yeah.
And it was only $15, $14.99.
I think it was
$11.99.
Okay.
This is interesting.
I will be adding this to my collection.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had an original Little Mermaids book. I thought it was just something Disney made up to make some money. So shout out to you for that.
No. And it just is not anywhere near
so
as dark as the original. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to buy it.
It's only 77 pages. So
really? Wow. That's nothing. Yeah, Lee, I got coupon books longer than that. All right, whose is this?
This is mine because I have been doing a lot of writing. And again, because today's topic is public domain, I figured, hey, King Arthur's Sword in the Stone, this would be perfect for what we need to talk about. So this is how I came up with finding this little piece. And this is in the mail already because I was just going to have way too much fun with it as soon as it gets here.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
I love it.
Like, I thought he had some deep kind of thing to go along with it. Like, yeah, bro.
No, that's really cool.
Bro. It's just for the day. I wanted something for public domain, and now it's definitely in my collection because I like my little notes I put on the side.
I might have to put that on my desk.
Yeah, that's actually kind of lit.
Okay, there we go.
All right. I like that. Respect. All right. And then last but certainly not least, I've got something I want to throw out there. Sorry, it's not as cool and literary and all of that. Your boy was out on the beach and out there enjoying life, and I had two problems. Stuff to be carrying, and number two, not having a cooler. So this solves the problem of both. Hold on, let me show you how this.
That price.
It's a remote control cooler.
Oh, never mind. I lied.
It's a Bluetooth speaker. It's a cooler. See, he's got a remote control, and then you can drive it around.
Can you sit on it?
No, you can't sit on it.
Okay.
But it's a nice. I mean, yeah, you can sit on it, but I don't necessarily.
Will it drive if you sit on it?
No. And
don't do that.
Suspension. Yeah, man. Like I saw this online, and I'm not even gonna lie. The first time I saw this, I was watching a YouTube channel that I really love. It's called Chapel Weston, and there's these country redneck dudes that be like building stuff, and they released their own version of this that had their branding on it. And I was like, man, if the truck they had didn't say redneck on the side of it, I'd buy it, but. So I was like, let me see if this is like something they invented. And I was like, oh, this is another one, and it's on Amazon. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely getting this. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it.
I would have to see that thing moving in the sand first.
I got
Shout
some
out
videos.
to Bun Bun Bunny and Black Dog in the comments.
Hey y'all. We got a brand new trailer from Black Dog we're going to be showing today. Please make sure y'all do not go anywhere. This man is going crazy out here. He's trying to become an action star.
Huh? We got a movie coming on the way. I'm gonna speak it into existence.
Yeah, man. Like this guy's got some. I was blown away when I first saw it. I was like, "Damn, my man jumped up." You know what I mean? Like the man. I'm like the production, the quality is going roof. So shout out to everybody working hard to create and get things going. All right, so I am going to fall back now and allow my guy to take over. So, Fame, if you do not mind.
Today on the show, we have writer, distributor of magazines and books, our guy, Paige Dollars. Let's welcome him on to the show.
Woo! All right, get off there. There you go.
Hey, Paige.
Yeah, good evening. How's everybody doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can hear you. Okay, I'm doing
Oh,
well.
okay. Yeah, you can hear me
There
now.
we go, a win.
Yep.
All right, now, Paige, I came across you after reading, 615
Bullet.
comics.
Correct.
615 comics, and that was the first magazine. The first book I grabbed was a copy of Bear and Bullets. The Kickstarter was running. And I was like, oh, these guys are doing these Kickstarter things successfully. Once I got this, I needed to get 2 more copies, which I have one for Jay and Sloan. I just never got it over to you guys. Paige sent me these 2. Pinpoint. This is the original first comic, right?
Pinpoint 1. That's correct.
Pinpoint 1. And the one I just got reading was Blowtorch. Man, this brother is a great writer. He currently also sent me Footpaths. So before we even talk about Footpaths, Bear and Bullets is a crossover, correct?
It is, yes, between me, Malcolm McFadden, and Tony Cottrell.
How did that come about? Who reached out to who first?
I did the reaching out, and it's just through conversation. You know, the 3 of us had like a similar outline character. You know, Malcolm had Subject Zero, I had Pinpoint, Tony had Malone from Southside, and on the outside they all look similar. You know, everybody that carry guns and stuff like that. So I wanted to do a crossover that kind of shows how they're different. Even though they all do the same job, kind of, they're different. So I said, well, let me get the characters, and I wrote Bear and Bullets. And it's just very simple. They come to a bar, but you can see you get a chance to know them through the personalities, how they talk, and as you read, you know, you get an idea, you get a better idea of their character.
Yeah, it's a perfect opener, Jay. When you finally get the book in your hands, it's really smart and clear. I feel like you're reading a movie the whole time. It opens up with I believe Pinpoint goes first with the spread, right? The 7-page spread first of what he does from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's all laid out beautifully as you look through the eyes of an action hero and how he's taking care of business. And then is Malone second?
Subject Zero is second.
Subject Zero is second. Malcolm is second, and you get to see these 2, Malcolm and Subject Zero. I would say this one goes into their personality on the page. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's going to be out there to read it. But you literally, as Paige just said, you literally get to see who these characters are before they even get into this bar. And then it's a nice little setup to the main villain on the cover. And you have to pick it up to find out. I won't say anymore. But Mr. Dollars, Paige, you have a Kickstarter that's coming up. You bless me again. Thank you, with a PDF of Footpath. I got to sit and read that one. Which issue was that? Was that the first Footpath?
Yeah, that's the one shot. That Footpath Dangerous Nights is the Kickstarter that ended a while ago. So yeah, that's a single out issue.
Okay.
So
and now you're doing a crossover, or this is the second?
And now she's involved in the crossover with a character called Gun Goth from Haunted Pizza Comics.
I'm gonna bring it up.
And
the
Kickstarter going on right now.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Now this one is a more personal project for me because when I first got into comic books, I tried to get into Image. You know, I submit into Image. You know, like we said earlier, you know, it's the years of Wildcats, Cyberforce, and when the comic books are really hot. You know, when it's a really hot time in comic books, you can't wait to get to the comic book store. Yeah. So, but I never got accepted. into image. And then recently through a conversation with Mark Paltrin, who is the CEO of Haunted Pizza and the creator of Gun Goth, and somebody from Image Comics, from Rob Liefeld's Image Comics, Extreme Comics. He's like, let's do it. Let's do this remake of The Kindred. And The Kindred is my favorite Image book, and The Kindred is his favorite Image book. So he gave me a chance to write, and here we are, Hostile Assets, the homage to the Kindred from Image Comics. If anybody that remembers that.
That's cool.
That's fire. That's really cool. Just that
and why is this project so incredible for me is because I'm actually now getting to work with all the Image artists that I was trying to get to work with back then.
Wow.
They're all involved. Enrico Botto from Spawn, he did a cover. Mike Mahan from U.S. Agent, he did a cover. Dexter Weeks did a cover. I mean, the whole crew that back then was making Angeline and all these Image comics, I'm getting to work with now. So it's an incredible process.
Wow. That's amazing.
Super congrats to that. I'm glad.
Yeah, that Enrico Botto cover right there, crazy.
Yo, these covers look awesome, man.
And that's the artist from Spawn. So one of the guys from Spawn.
Oh wow,
this is fire.
Yeah, no wonder you need to raise money. Shoot, you got paying for this graphic work, all this beautiful artwork.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, so we only got I think 8 days left. So anybody that's watching tonight, by all means, don't waste time. If you like what you see, please jump on it.
Yep. Head over to the Kickstarter. Is when you go, you can put in Hostile Assets, right?
Yeah. There's also a trailer there if you want to play the trailer.
Oh.
That's up on Screen Perfect, Jay.
That really is.
Yeah, now you got me wondering what's going on. I gotta see what's going on.
I gotta read it.
Yeah,
it's almost done. We're 60% done with the comic book. I think by the end of June it's gonna be completed. We're like a month and a half early before running early right now. So that's fantastic. S&L is really cranking out the pages, and incredible pages. Incredible. I'm working with colorist Anthony George, who's from Wreath and Pain, U.S. Assassin, Graveyard Shift, some other titles. Incredible, explosive colorists. As you can see, some of the colors on the pages there, they look crazy. So this team I'm working with is a pleasure and an honor to work with, and I'm very lucky to have a chance to get to work with this team finally.
Yeah, this is all seeming like one of those good blessings coming in, brother. All right, so we got you. You're here for the rest of the show because we're about to get into our main topic, which is perfect. I'm really glad that I was able to connect with you to bring you in, as you're creating a lot of worlds, and public domain is most definitely somewhere we will be approaching towards 50 to 100 years from now. So, Jay, let's cue up our main topic, and then I'll bring us in with the background.
Turn it up, let's lock in. Got the crew, got the hot takes dropping. Black Nerf fam in the chat, we talking. Every word got the whole room rocking. Yeah. This is the main topic. Lean in, we just pop it. Laugh out, can't stop it. Live on the Black Nerd podcast. This is the main topic. Podcast.
On the Black Nerd Podcast.
Take it away.
Public domain. It's one of the biggest hidden engines in nerd culture. A lot of the monsters, myths, heroes, books, fairy tales, and legends we still use today are old enough that anyone can build from them. Anyone. That's why Dracula, Frankenstein, King Arthur, fairy tales like, well, not The Art of War, but stories like The Art of War that keep showing up in games, movies, anime concept, horror, and new franchises. But the deeper question is not just what can creators do with them. The deeper question is, should stories eventually belong to everyone? Because once something enters public domain, it stops being controlled by one family, one company, one estate, or publisher. It becomes part of the creative playground. They can lend to amazing new versions, terrible, stinky versions, weird versions, lazy versions, and the versions that might be more famous than the original itself. So tonight, I'm asking Paige, Jalen, and JS1, if you created a character people love, would you want that character to eventually belong to the world, or should creators, their families, be able to control their work forever? Where's my panel?
Oh, snap.
Okay, can I go first?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so before we had like multimedia, right? Stories were passed down from generations to generations. So I feel like public domain, of course, there's gonna be some downside to it, but it helps the storytelling get passed down. Even if the storytelling might not be true to the original, it kind of opens it up for people who are creative to kind of put their own spin on it. And if I created a character, this is just me personally, I'm sure a lot of people feel differently, but if I created a character and 2-3 generations down the line, somebody else takes this character and it's still relevant and still keeping it relevant, I would be very happy.
Very true. Very true. Wait a minute. What the hell? There it is. All right. I'm about to say, I'm like, why I can't get off big screen? Mr. Page, how you feeling?
I'm doing well.
Okay. What's your opinion about the topic?
At one time, public domains were really big, and putting a character on there, if you could get it used and spread out, was pretty big back in the comic books back then. Now, a little bit more indie now, with it being oversaturated. You would really need a character that sticks out crazy. But public domain. When the comic books first started, especially independent comic books, that's how it kind of started. Everybody put their characters on the public domain and offered other writers or offered writers to come in and make these comic books and make stories. So public domain is part of the roots of comic books, especially for the indie market.
I didn't even think about that. That's such a different perspective. I would say from my space, as a person that creates, I would like to be able to, establish generational wealth so that my family and I can make a living. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like that's a huge part of being a creative, is that we birth something, we birth many things, and we fall in love with it, and we nurture it, and we grow it, and it becomes a part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And just like any child, after you birth it and they raise it, then it, grows and it has legs of its own and it goes out into the world, and then the world is going to treat it how it's going to treat it. So like at the end of the day, I definitely feel like compensation is super important. However, as a part of being a creative person, I would want my work to live forever. And there should be a point where, all right, cool. So the normal process is, if I create something, I copyright it, I publish it, all of that good stuff, I got 100 years. Or I think that's what it is. It's like 80 to 100 years. And then after that 100 is at 80 years. So then after 80 years, now it becomes public property. People can take my images, take the things, and then do whatever they want to do with it. The same way we've done it with Dracula, Frankenstein, all of these the Mummy, all these legendary characters. The same way we hear stories about Thor and Iris and this and then all of these things. I would love for things that I create to be legendary things that carry on for thousands of years and things that people recreate and define cultures and all this stuff like that. So I'm not going to beef with it. I understand, however, if I'm a major corporation like Disney and we've cranked billions of dollars into the nurturing and growth of a Mickey Mouse, and now Mickey Mouse, which is literally the face of the Disney brand, becoming public domain, that's risky and weird, because now the thing that you've created your whole brand around becomes public property, and now you can't stop people from taking something that you've defined your business around and abusing it and twisting it and turning it into whatever they want. So you as a corporation, you lose control of something that has, built your brand, has defined your brand, and that can be a scary thing. But if you're Disney, you've had 80 years to figure out how to pivot and how to deal with it. You know what I mean? And I'm quite sure the mouse has saved that company quite a few times. So I feel like at this point, the public should have the ability to have ownership of it. This it shouldn't be nothing for Mickey Mouse to come into the public space and all of us be able to now take that character and create whatever we want, whether it's a horror movie, whether it's a comedy, maybe Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, needed to have a Pornhub channel or whatever. There's always some weird stuff somebody's going to do with it. But that's just my perspective. But go ahead, Fane.
You guys summed it up really good. I was going to follow up with two questions for y'all that y'all kind of bow tied, which was, if you created the next legendary character, which would be like a Mickey Mouse, would you be okay with people using it freely 100 years from now? As you just said, Jay, once we get the ability to take Goofy and create a whole entire franchise off of him, or just take what's somebody any one of Mickey's friends, and now you turn it into a cool Polly Pocket type Barbie cartoon franchise, and it blows up, and Disney they don't no longer get paid for it. Now it belongs to you. They're the creator. So the Walt Disney family has nothing to do with it. How would you feel if your sons and daughters are still into the keeping up your name very much alive, but the public has freedom to it now?
That's the name of the game. I would hope that my lineage would be prepared to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that if take for instance, if it was Bad Action Movie Brandon, and Bad Action Movie Brandon took off worldwide, huge, whatever, cool. Well, we've got 80 years to benefit off of this. So we need to be preparing to create something else, to do other things. But I'm just a realist, man. Once the thing is run its course, it's run its course. So hey, that's what it is. It's a natural transition. And let's be honest, the entire time that I even have control over it, people are still going to take it and do whatever they want to do with it anyway. Somebody's going to have an Instagram or a YouTube channel, and they're going to, and to be honest with you, that's what you want. That's the sign of success. When people love it so much that they have their own interpretation of it, they have their own flip of it, they got their own, they have their own remakes, they own their own sub stories. When the Reddit groups is going crazy and they've got groups and groups and groups with different variations of the stories or their own conspiracy theories, that's success, man. That's the thing for me as a creative. That would be one thing that will make me so happy, would be able to see that the public takes it and they become so emotionally invested in it that they have to put their own piece on it. They've got to make it, because they're taking it and they're making it their own.
So to
go
bow
ahead.
tie that, you're gone. You know, you're 6 feet under, but your kids have to interpret it with the same integrity and respect that you have for it.
Yeah.
But that's what your hope is, that they would allow somebody without going crazy on them and the Reddit threads and Twitter fingers. That, you know.
Me personally, what were we
Go
gonna
ahead,
say?
Jalen. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Jalen.
Me personally, if it's something that was that close to my heart and that was that important to me to keep sacred, I guess, I'll be like, okay, when that time comes, y'all better be prepared to do whatever you have to do. Not even whatever you have to do, but like, say for instance, it is a Mickey Mouse. You better be ready to drop whatever type of Mickey Mouse movie, Mickey Mouse, whatever, and it has to be better than anything that anybody else is creating out there.
Very true. That's very true.
And Paige, for you, if I was to, I eat some gum fruit and I live a couple 100 years from now, and I'm like, you know what? I want to use Pinpoint as a Saturday morning kids cartoon. How do you feel 100 years from now taking one of your characters and just flipping the whole story? No more guns and swords. Now he's got skateboards and bicycles, teaching kids.
It'd be an incredible gift to have a character now, fresh character now that remains that type of value in the public domain. So I'd be ecstatic that somebody even knew what Pinpoint was after that amount of time. You know what I mean? So, the characters that make public domain famous or big, Mickey Mouse, Disney, the Monsters, Dracula, Frank, Thor. All these characters are, original, and that's why they hold its value. If I could, I would love to be able to make a character now and enter into public domain and have it make that type of value that lasts 80 years or something like that. That would be fantastic.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. How you doing, family? Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, it definitely can. It can happen. It can happen. But now everything's more like so replicated off the originals. Yep. You know what I mean? So you're never going to. It's hard to get a replicated character off the original. You can't do another Deadpool. You can't do another Superman. You can't do another Dracula. You can't do another Frankenstein. You could do versions of them.
Yeah.
But you always want to have those. You always want to have those originals as the names in the public domain that keep the higher value.
I feel you on that. However, like when I look back, we just had huge success with the movie Sinners, which obviously is an interpretation of Dracula. You know what I'm saying? The Interview with a Vampire. That's an interpretation of Dracula. I mean, I can sit here and name literally hundreds of successful franchises based off of these are derivatives of an original work. You know what I mean? That just take elements and then take their own thing off of it. But I think that is just a part of creativity. This is the reason why, me personally, why I don't get as mad when we get into the AI discussion and people go, well, your AI is stealing, and I'm like, bro, all of us creatives, we all take from other people, whether we do it consciously or subconsciously. We're going to see things that we like. We're going to see elements and little things, color associations, body physiques, supernatural concepts. And then we're going to take it and we're going to intermix it and we're going to create something new out of it. Like, I think the difference is people don't like that there's a computer that can do it super fast and then it's like anybody can just take it and do whatever they want with it. But like, that's what creativity is, man. But Fame, you didn't tell us your personal position. Do you want somebody to take the Black Storm troop in 100 years from now and be running around with your concept, or take your nerdy logo and then turn it into a strip club down in Miami?
Not the strip club. Please don't do that. But yes, the whole concept behind Black Storm Troops, as I've told you, I'm literally only creating the sandbox. The whole purpose of it is to give a space for Black writers and creators in outer space, to give us our own domain so we can go in different worlds, different lore, and so you can't touch Star Wars without them getting pissed off about you complaining about the worlds. And we don't want you to use Wookiees. We don't want you to use our stormtroopers yet. We don't want you to make money off don't use the Force. You can't touch. No, so I just want to out the box say, here, you know what? I'm going to create a whole entire world, a whole universe for you guys to play in. And I want to do that now. And I don't want to wait 100 years. I don't want to make money off of it. I just want to create the sandbox with fine detail. I want to make sure that, hey, listen, this is what was happening on Earth. I want to give you the starting point. And then you can build. You could always, how we do with Marvel. Oh, yeah, Earth 616. And then you have all your timelines. You have all opportunities to bring in new characters. You can go into the future. You can go down into the past. But you have a starting point. I want this sandbox starting point to start now. And I don't want to have to wait for public domain. I want to create it in public domain. And I want to do it with intention. I am very intentional about creating stuff for everybody all at once. I'm not interested in chasing down the dollars at all, bro. So yes.
Wow.
Me, I would love to, yeah. This is why I brought the subject up today. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, so you
really, that's incredible.
Yeah, like the so that you could tell everybody that you better than the rest of us. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what's
pretty much. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
But to come up with a creation now so that he would like to share and make it available for everybody to take part into. That's pretty big. I mean,
yeah, because I'll still be able to write my stories, and then everybody else can borrow from that world and then create their own creations. And I can say this is literally what I don't want to use Roblox at all, but that foundation of what they started out with is, here's an open sandbox. You guys can come build any video game at 8 years old, at 10 years old, at 19 years old, at 30 years old, at 60 years old. Now you can come learn this simple coding and create your own worlds, and you can allow people to create within your world with you. And you guys can make money.
I love that concept. However, you can't build anything without using their sandbox, and then they're getting a percentage of anything. Like, so if you were to launch something and you started making money, they're making money too. So, but like the difference is,
not in public domain. I think public domain, you give your rights. You just make it. You just make it an available character.
Right. See, but that's what I'm saying. I'm still wondering, Fame, is this a thing where you don't care? So, say if you do the Black Stormtroop, you sandbox it. Somebody comes in, makes $1 billion off of your thing. You don't get a penny. You're completely cool with that.
Yeah, I'm completely cool. I'm okay with that. I'm happy for that.
Okay. Wow.
Right from the jump. Right from the jump.
That's very selfless of you.
We already know. Hey. We all know together. Oh man, Fame created this sandbox for me to take this opportunity to go and make more money off of it. And that person was blessed enough to be able to do that. As Paige said earlier, right now, do you know how hard it is to go and take something and then people actually want to buy into it? Even if it is a Dracula story, even if it is a Superman story, even if they came and gave you the keys to Star Wars. Right now, Lucas is like, yeah, you, Jay, write whatever story you want in any universe. It's fine by me.
Yeah, now you can't write Luke Skywalker twice, so.
Right. And then the people came and said, oh, yeah, I don't like Jay's universe of it. Let's just, what else Lucas got? It's so hard. Yeah. So if you make that, if I open the sandbox up for you and you're able to do something with it, blessing. I don't need nothing. That's not why I created it. That was not the intention of me for you to go make me rich. My intention was to have something where you can have all the lore that you need to create with and then just run with it.
Sounds great. Shout out to Brother Charmers. He said, did I miss the BG3 stream last week? No, you didn't. We weren't streaming. I was out of town at the time, sir, and I apologize, but we are getting down tonight. All right. So is there anything else you want to cover before we move on? Because we are at 40 minutes.
I know. I just want to know you guys, because and I'll wrap it really fast. Best and worst public domain cases.
Okay.
What do you guys?
What do you
Jalen,
mean?
we'll start with you. So what do I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, what is public domain case? What does that mean?
For me, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen uses public domain to make. It's my favorite version of watching Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, The Invisible Man. You know what Tom Sawyer, Gary did, what Alan Moore and Kevin did in the literary. That is my favorite example of somebody taking public domain and turning it into a franchise. That's really dope.
Okay.
Now my worst version is all of the crappy Robin Hoods that are out there.
Wait a minute. Which no, don't watch yourself now, player. Watch yourself.
Hey, listen, there's a whole bunch of
Kevin Costner Robin Hood was phenomenal. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Okay.
Classic.
That's one, right?
That's that.
Even the Dave Chappelle Robin Hood I enjoy too. I mean, for it's different reasons, but
okay.
I don't. Yeah, shout out to that. Go ahead, Jamie.
Okay, so Jekyll and Hyde was like definitely like one of the good ones because I feel like all of the adaptations and different variations of it were pretty good. Even if you go into like animation, and I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Page Master. Came out in the 90s, where the kid like he goes to the library, he gets into like the animated, like he becomes an animation, and he has to go through all of these different genres to get home, and they so I think that Hansel and Gretel is another one. Another good one. And of course, since, I brought it up earlier in my precious, Little Mermaid. Now, as a kid, a young kid, I loved Little Mermaid. But like after like actually seeing different versions, and Disney's version is my least favorite. After reading the actual story, I'm like, they really tried to turn this into this bullshit. Because like, why would they make this into a kid's movie? Yeah. Like literally she is chasing after like, what was it? So basically like mermaids live for like 300 years, but they don't have, like immortal souls or whatever. So that's why she wanted to become human, besides, falling in love with this guy. But if he were to get married to somebody else, then she would immediately die and turn to sea foam. Her sisters come back because he ends up like marrying or like about to marry another princess because he thinks that she's the one that saved him. It's just so good. Her sisters come back, they give her a dagger, she ends up not using it, and that is what like saves her because
wait, this happened in 77 pages?
Yes.
Now what book are you reading? What book is this?
The original Little Mermaid.
Wow.
Wait, I don't know if like the words are really small in that version, in that copy of it, because I really recall it being longer than 77 pages, but it says on Amazon that this copy is 77 pages, but let's see. Yeah, it says it's 77 pages. I don't know how big the book is either, because it could be like a large book, but very dark, and I love dark. So The Little Mermaid, obviously child's play, but like, why would they take that and turn that into what they turned it into? Yeah, if they could have done it better, I feel
they probably could have.
So you did not like the Disney version of Little Mermaid, is what you're saying?
I did as a kid, but once I got a little older and like really like started like watching Disney movies as an adult, I'm like, okay, this wasn't good.
Okay.
Like it just made it seem like she's just chasing after a man and decides to like give up her voice for a man. Not that she got her tongue chopped off and yeah.
Okay, Mr. Page. What about you?
So for you would never do something for love?
I would do a lot of things for love. But
The Little Mermaid is a love story. It's not because she's chasing a man. She's chasing a prince that she fell in love with, and she made a sacrifice of her legs, her
she don't know that
fins.
man.
She loved him. Yeah, she loved him.
And he didn't even love her.
It's a leap of faith.
Okay, all right. We kind of got to move on. I mean, I don't want to go too far down the mermaid rabbit hole. So, sir, do you have your preferred or favorite public domain IP?
Me?
Yes, sir. You.
You talking the thing? Or me?
No, I'm asking you. Sir.
Yeah, I don't really take characters from public domain, but you know, the public domain character that is in the most repetition in around me is Thor. There's a lot of different Thors going on, so that's one thing that everybody, you got about 5 different Thors in comic books right now, you know. So I mean, you know, if I were to take one and redo a new story of it, it'd definitely be Thor.
Okay, respect. Okay, Fame, what about you?
We're gonna hold off. I want you to continue on to the show. I got a fun segment, but I'll wait till after we do the news. So let's get this.
Okay, and real quick, Spaceship Trey. What I will say is a lot of movies and white hero characters are fiction or build of another story, but for some reason we take them as truths and forget the depictions of that time period. Wheaton folklore or not. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Podcast. Believe me, we know.
Yep. We going to a commercial. We'll be right back, and we're gonna get right into this. Pixelated.
Who let Pookie hang the TV? Let the pros do it. Call the Get It Done team. 443-653-1369.
One time for your mind, it's your man Mastermind, host of the indie show All Things Indie, your new favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. Join the movement every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on thevclife.com.
Y'all wanted games? Here you go.
Sci-fi survival game, you are an ordinary worker stranded completely alone on a desolate, hostile planet. But when you go to operate your massive rolling base, you realize you can't run it by yourself. So you create the tech to start cloning yourself. And these aren't mindless clones by accident, because each copy is an alternate timeline version of you, shaped by your biggest life regrets. And they remember everything. Now you're not just managing resources to stay alive, you're arguing with your scientist self, brilliantly voiced by the same actor. I'm Will Frapp. I find games worth your time. This is The Alters. The base game is 40% off right now on Steam until June 6th, and the deluxe edition is 30% off.
Okay. What y'all think?
Would I play it? Probably not. But I mean, you know,
man,
cool for somebody.
Yeah, I got enough problems going on in my own brain. I don't need to deal with a game that's gonna have me going through you know, all of the bad decisions a character made in a game and I have to re-argue and litigate all of that stuff all of the time. Yeah, I'm with brother Chalmers. He's like, I'm gonna pass on the Altus. All right, Fane, what about you?
I'm gonna play it because I want these mental issues apparently, but yeah, it's really tough to stomach going through all of that over and over but I'll play it.
I mean, nobody's forcing you to play it. It's not like
no, I'm forcing myself to play it. I'm telling you.
Like,
I know. I don't know why, Jalen. Because I just need to know why the game developer did this. So I'm interested enough to force myself to do it. So yeah.
No, it's yeah, I feel you.
Screen Sunday, and this week's couch co-op pick is a good one. In this co-op adventure, 3 kids who never fit in make a wish and end up on a journey way bigger than they ever expected. I'm Shared XP, I cover co-op games only, so follow me for more. You and 2 friends play as 3 kids exploring a gorgeous hand-drawn world together. Platforming, solving puzzles, each character plays completely different from the other. The whole thing is built for the couch, and it's the kind of game where the story quietly sneaks up on you while you're having a good time. So, is On a Journey shared or shelved?
How many animation styles are in this one game?
Good question. I have no idea. I just pull them up. I was thinking, I think it looks fun and lighthearted. Maybe it's because they had all that fun music in the background that made it just seem fun. I'm not gonna play it, but I mean, yeah.
Like a game I'll play on my phone, like when I'm at work in my downtime.
Yes. If it was a mobile phone game, I might give it a chance. Fane, what about you?
I'm playing with the kids on the couch. So I want to see probably my nieces, my nephews, my daughters enjoy the game. I like the way it looks. It sounds fun if that's the actual music in the background of it. The characters, the animations, the run, everything. It might be a bunch of different styles, but it's the cohesiveness of it all looks really cool, really fun. Reminds me of Home Alone, so I would love to see somebody else play it, and I would join in with them.
Okay. Well, Brother Triple people play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Paige, can you see yourself? You're on screen. We can see you.
Me?
Paige, you hear me? Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What was your question?
Was you able to just see the game we just played?
No. For some reason, my phone froze up. I didn't even see it.
Okay, we're going on to the next one.
We'll go to the next one.
A new co-op game where you and up to 3 friends play as monster hunting ducks. At the start of every run, you have to grab your gear from the van, then head into the woods to track down monsters. Your goal is to successfully capture these creatures, then sell them for a profit. To defend yourselves, you're armed with a beam gun that lets you grab stuff, and yes, that includes your friends. After every run, you use the money you earn from the monsters you sell to buy new equipment and upgrades. The game is coming soon to Steam, and it's called
Oh, wait a minute.
Quack Hunters, a new co-op game where you and up to 3 friends play as monster hunting ducks. At the start of every run, you have to grab your gear from the van, then head into the woods to track down monsters.
Okay.
It was loop like that.
It was a loop. All right. Cool. Good. All right. I'm definitely wanting to play that. And I would love to play it during a scarathon because it's got monsters. So it's a little lighthearted. It's not as dark and as creepy as all the other stuff we've played.
So this is scarathon worthy to you.
I mean, hey, look, I don't do horror stuff, man. So yes, this is what I would do. That would be my level. That's my level.
That's cute.
Duck hunting zombies.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice.
You're a duck and you're hunting monsters in the woods.
Oh wow!
And you're selling them, right? Aren't you capturing and selling them?
I think so. Yeah, I guess. He said this is a mashup of repo and phasmophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phasmophobia. All right.
These are the type of games that I was creating on on Game Tycoon or Game Dev, where you make them. You take a subject, you take 2 subjects, you blend them in. And then you get an absolute failure of a game that probably would be a C. No, I'm not doing that mashup. Not at all. No, not at all.
Just throwing it on the
just throwing anything and see if it sticks because I got
some money.
Y'all hate
now,
it,
Fame, being that you're a game designer and you like to build these games, would you ever be considering joining one of the up and coming comic book studios to turn one of their properties into a game?
Yes. I've actually just created a game called Comic Book Run in the hopes of attracting more comic book creators and writers into the atmosphere of, hey, let's see if we can get your stuff digitized into the game realm. So we'll have a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all ready for the next phase?
Y'all ready for this?
Riddle me this, Batman.
No. No.
You guys aren't ready?
No. I didn't know we was doing this. No.
This is what we're doing. Two men are in a desert. They both have backpacks on. One of the guys is dead. The guy who is alive has his backpack open, and the guy who is dead has his backpack closed. What is in the dead man's backpack?
What? The two men. Hold up, bruh. This is why you always got something complicated. Two men are.
I don't think it's complicated.
They both have backpacks on. One of the guys is dead. The guy who is alive has his backpack open, and the guy who is dead has his backpack closed. What is in the dead man's backpack?
Yes.
Two men are in a desert. They both have backpacks on. I know the guy's is dead.
Paige shaking his head is literally me.
Yeah, you lost me with that one. I don't even get. How would you understand what's in the dead man's backpack? Lunch.
His back is his back in the backpack? I don't know.
No.
Is the dead man in the backpack?
No.
Wait a minute. Is the alive guy in the dead man's backpack?
Oh wait, we got to check the comments.
Oh my God! Thanks,
and it's not water. Black Dog got it right. Shout out to Jay Cozy.
He said a parachute.
It is a parachute. That is the answer.
Yeah, the captain came through. That's what I'm talking about.
Sounds military.
Explain that to me. How's that the answer?
The guy who's alive's backpack is open, which means his parachute.
But did you say jump off a plane? Did you ever mention them? They jumped off a plane?
I never did. They must have been skydiving. They were in the desert. They both have backpacks on. One of the guys is dead. The one who's dead, his backpack is closed. The one who's alive, his backpack is open. So the dead guy's backpack has the parachute in it because he never deployed it.
Yeah. This one was really easy. We got it right away. I just want to say shout out to my team.
Wait a minute. We got it right away. Where?
Yeah.
I did not know you spoke French.
Yeah.
All right.
We got it right away. Shout out to our team leader, Black Dog, the captain.
There were definitely enough details.
It was
to get the riddle.
Now, as for a good detective, I think that riddle was really good to let you, if you knew the desert, the backpack's open. I like it. That's one I'm not going to complain too hard, even though we got it.
We.
Work.
We.
All right. Yeah, we. Mm-hmm. All right. Next is news. Liberty News. All right, we got important stuff to talk about. Let's talk about NASA.
Man has been NASA administrator for only 5 months. And in that time, he's already rolled out a $20 billion plan to build a permanent base on the moon, restructure the agency, and just sign hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts to private companies. $20 billion over 7 years, a permanent base at the lunar South Pole, being built out in 3 phases. Phase 1, between now and 2029, robots, rovers, land lots of stuff, test out what works. Phase 2, between 2029 and 2032. That's when the first humans arrive, and they'll build the first habitats. Then comes Phase 3, 2032 and beyond. Permanent presence on the moon. Basically, humans are staying there. And like I said, this week he started writing the checks. So far, already $700 million across 4 companies. Blue Origin, $188 million to deliver those first set of rovers. Astrolab and Lunar Outposts each got like $219 and $220 million to actually build those first rovers. And Firefly Aerospace got $75 million to deliver 4 drones over the South Pole to do surveillance on the best place to like mark the spot. And there's 3 uncrewed missions launching before the end of this year. Listen to how serious and clear-eyed Isaacman is when he explains what's about to happen.
But what is paramount is to master the skills, astronauts and innovative technology working with the water ice on the lunar South Pole to master the skills of in situ resource manufacturing that will be necessary for when we send astronauts to Mars Mars, plant the stars and stripes, build the outpost there, and then be able to bring them back home safely to tell us about it.
And as he says, the moon is not the destination. It's the proving ground to Mars and beyond. And there's no denying that the South Pole is as beautiful as it is hostile. Temperatures are going to be reaching minus 400 degrees Fahrenheit, colder than any place on Earth. And he knows what he's talking about. He's been to Antarctica and he's been to space 3 times. And he says all of that will look easy in comparison to what he's going to be asking people to do. I mean, this brings me back to Ernest Shackleton's legendary 1914 newspaper ad when he was trying to recruit people to go to Antarctica with him. And again, if you like this sort of thing and want to stay close, join our community frontier. Link in bio.
All right. So let me understand this, because Brother Chalmers and Fame seem to be on the same page. So y'all feel like this is a grift?
Bro.
And why would this be a grift?
Blue Origin just crashed and burned trying to go up like less than 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just getting this. He writing a check for $700 million, talking about 20 billion. So we already writing checks that we know that ass can't cash later on down. Like we already see exactly how this is gonna play out. And I'm sorry, trying to get to the moon and stabilize it in 3 years? 3 years?
No, it's gonna be in the next 10 years. 10.
But again, the stuff is going up. They're taking stuff up right now. They're already taking. I mean, yeah, and then we just seen one of them explode. Like I said, 2 weeks ago. So we just seen a rocket explode with stuff.
So because a rocket exploded, this is all a grift. I don't understand what you're saying. You're not making any sense. I mean, I'm trying to understand why. Because something exploded, that means that they're ripping off the government. I don't understand.
That's all right. You be on those scam calls, don't you? You be like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If
what do you need?
Yeah. They doing an in-house, not paying the tech bros.
Mm-hmm.
6 and 1 half dozen. I because then it's just too much to manage, bro. A lot of times outsourcing stuff to outside companies just makes it a lot more efficient and like a lot faster.
I agree with that.
But isn't
the NASA has a lot of bureaucracy they have to deal with, and if you can outsource something, number one, you get more money.
For a good reason, though.
Number one, being able to see it's the combination of politics and but I'm not about to get into it. Believe whatever y'all want to believe. I just wanted y'all to kind of like give me an understanding of why you thought this was so much of a grift, which is weird. Actually, I never even thought, oh man, this is like somebody trying to rip it up. Like, so we're not going to go to the moon because you spend $20 billion and you make all these announcements. We're on CNN and all that. And then what? We don't do no moon landing or nothing. Then I'd be like, all right, that's kind of weird. You got 3 years. Them niggas is on the clock. I need to start seeing robots on the moon in the next 3 years. If I don't, then I'll be like right there with you. Grift.
All right. Very good.
Not just writing checks. They did. They just didn't tell us that they were holding bids for contracts. They probably been prepping this for the last 5 to 6 years, bro.
Let's not even assume. I didn't put on my.
Are you saying this bids for contracts to work on the moon? Is that what you're saying?
No. They're talking about the subcontractors who are developing the technology so that we can establish the moon colony. That's what they're fussing about right now.
Okay.
So they feel like they shouldn't be outsourcing this type of work to outside companies. They're saying, hey, if this was real, then NASA would be doing all of the research and the development on their own, and they wouldn't send the money out to outside contractors to get the work done.
For people to work on the moon.
Yeah, to develop develop all of the techs to establish the moon colony. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be some weird times over the next few years. I'm just letting you know that.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a whole contingent of people that feel like we've never left the planet and we've never gone to the moon. So it was just like, okay. So if we can't even get past that discussion, super weird. All right. So let's move on. Jalen, did you know that Yale owns one of the largest collections of forbidden magic books on Earth?
That's really cool.
Oh, you think this is cool?
I think it's cool as fuck.
You think this is cool? Okay.
I think I need to take a visit.
All right, Yale's catalog the Mellon collection online for public access, so you can probably go to Yale's.
Okay, so I don't have to visit.
Yo,
look it up. Yeah.
Yo, super
So the forbidden books are online?
No, just the catalog of like what they are, where they were probably found, stuff like that.
Okay, so I do have to go in person. So
I don't think
I have to go to Yale.
They're not gonna let you touch those books, but yeah, you could try. Why not?
I mean,
all
I
right.
can see the invisibility cloak.
I got you.
Yeah, man, that's all you need is an invisibility cloak, my dear. That is it. You are correct, Amundo. All right, let's see. Okay, cool.
Real quick, fellas. Stop. Before I interrupt, I have another interview I gotta do. Once again, please check out Hostile Assets for everybody that's looking. Fame, please put the link up for everybody that could check out this Kickstarter. We have 8 days left. 59 backers, I believe. We're trying to get to 65, 64. So if you're watching the show, please check out the Kickstarter, and Fame will give you the link.
Yep, I'll make
Gentlemen,
sure it will be down in our comments. Thank you for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for taking the time out.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right.
I'll make sure to put up that at the end of this, you guys. I'll make sure to put up his Kickstarter, and it will be in our comments. All right.
These are forbidden magics, you say? Yes.
Right?
Yes, but even better, because Yale is they got some books. Harvard officially has classes teaching magic.
Like magicians?
Yeah,
like
card game magic, hat tricks, party papers.
No, sleight of hand,
no omens, articles,
show me the video.
Omens,
and
oracles, and prophecies.
Yeah. Harvard Prediction X, omens, oracles, and prophecies, and earn a certificate. All right, course overview. Yeah, they're gonna show you a video of what they're charging people for. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's Harvard. He said, "Yeah, but the tuition is crazy." Yeah, it's Harvard. So the game is the game. So Jalen, what you feeling like? This is all for you, baby. Like I
might have to see if I can get like a Pell Grant or something.
Yeah, you were saying something about wanting to go back to school. I was like, wow, this might be the move.
Oh no, I'm back in school actually. Yeah.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Just moving on through life without us. Look at how low Jalen. Oh.
Nigga, you ain't got enough attention span to go back to college. What you talking about?
Don't tell us none. I ain't going back anyway. She ain't tell us.
I gotta make enough money to be able to go on all these places that we need to go together.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Let me see what we got here. All right, let's have some fun real quick. I'm not gonna take too long. We ain't gonna be on this all day. You get $1,000 to build a team. The rest of the people on the screen hunt you. So Fame, you start. Give us your $1,000 team?
Batman, Flash, Superman, Black Adam. Maybe I need to take Flash off for a second. Hold on. I got 200 left, right? What I do? I did Shazam.
Wow. All right, Jalen, what you picking?
All right, the whole bottom row.
That's crazy.
And
why is Bane there?
like that. I like the way his mind works. Let's see. This is tough.
All right. Well, while she's thinking,
The Joker.
Yeah, Brother Chalmers said
So
Joker.
that's 800 right there.
Okay, and
then I have one more left.
Throw Robin.
I mean, I have 200. No, I don't think I need Robin.
Well, that's one more person on your team that's not trying to hunt you down. So I'm about to say, like, look, you just want to get as many people on your side as possible.
Fuck it, Robin.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with what is the blue nigga name? The blue guy. I forgot. That is pretty much omnipresent and all powerful. So I'm gonna go with him first because he could literally just have the thought and destroy you. So we're gonna do him, Black Adam, because morally ambiguous, and Cyborg, another character. Actually, all three of these characters are morally ambiguous. They really could care one way or another, so they could easily take down everybody. Those three guys can take down everybody on the list. So let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, and then let's see. I mean, yeah, let's do Batman because why not? And Flash, even though they're not going to be doing nothing, they're just going to be chilling. So yeah, and then the Mr. Manhattan, Black Adam, and Cyborg are literally Black Adam. No, I mean Black Adam, Mr. Manhattan, and Cyborg.
Blue guy. I was like,
the blue guy. That he could literally kill everybody with a thought. So
this list is weird as hell to me of how they got them ranked money wise, but
yeah, it is.
You can see that people, whoever created this list, created it because they loved certain characters. They didn't really rank them based on their power. Or I mean, cause this looks like a kid that don't really read comics and don't really know these guys that well. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, oh, just put the blue guy in the 200 and Batman. You'd be like, this don't make no sense. Clayface would never be 400 over top of Mr. Manhattan, bro. Like, technically in the 400 slot is Superman, Black Adam, Mr. Manhattan, and Flash. That's the top row. The 300 row is Wonder Woman and Cyborg and
Batman.
And Batman, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And then like after that comes probably the Joker will go on that and Clayface.
So Batman should just have the 500.
I like this guy.
So, yeah, Batman should be in 500.
Because Batman can take them all.
Correct. This is why Batman was my first.
I want to be your friend.
I don't need anybody else.
He was with me on the Forbidden Magic. Now we here with the Batman. Yeah.
But having Flash, Superman, Black Adam, and Shazam, that's super cheap. I'm not worried about nobody on this list. I can sleep beautifully. Dr. Manhattan, yeah, I get it. But I like my team. I like a super team. 5 people.
Okay. I love it. Oh, sorry.
Because who the fuck wants to be hunted by Batman?
Nobody.
So we gonna get pro black for a second, just for some love. These are the secret codes black people hid in plain sight. Just in case people thought we was on some dumb shit. All right, Batman already has contingencies for every DC character on that list. Does he have a contingency plan for Dr. Manhattan?
Every single one. Yep.
Mr. Manhattan, or whatever his name.
If you a DC character, he already had knowledge of it before he was even born.
Get out of here. Anyway, talking drums, West Africa. Drum messages travel 30 miles through the forest. Battle plans and warnings all hidden inside what sounded like music. Hoodoo root work, African botanical knowledge encoded in roots and symbols. Enslavers banned it because they feared what they couldn't read. Didn't know that. Gullah Geechee language. Enslaved Africans fused their languages into one that enslavers couldn't understand or decode. Underground Railroad quilt codes. Quilts hung on fences and weren't drying. Each pattern was a direction: safe house, escape route, change disguise.
That's fine.
Negro spirituals. Wade in the Water wasn't a church song. It was telling freedom seekers to enter the river so dogs couldn't track them. I did not know that. Just learned that.
We learned that in school.
I still sing that song randomly in different intervals, and people be like, why are you singing on Negro spirituals? I'll be like, can't help it. It's stuck in my brain. Good coding. Haitian voodoo vivis, sacred symbols drawn on cornmeal that called spirits into battle. Haitian revolutionaries used them to plan the only successful slave revolt in human history. Last but certainly not least, all right, Jalen, you're an educator. What's that?
I want to say Nsabidi.
There you go. Script.
I don't know. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right.
That sounds about right.
It
looked like he did that.
A 1,600-year-old secret writing system, so powerful it crossed the Atlantic and is still used in Cuba today. I saw that. I was like, man, a little Black history ain't never heard nothing, man. And it's nerdy at the same time. Like, wow, that's cool. We was nerds back then. That's crazy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, what's next? What's next on the docket? Let's see. Ooh, this was the weirdest thing I saw, and I didn't even know. Okay, so Australia is building Earth's black box that will record the demise of our civilization.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty weird.
It needs to be on the moon. It don't need to be on.
Okay, cool. All right, so big shout out to y'all for that. I had something I wanted to talk about based off of that, but I don't remember what it is. But we are also crossing over into an hour and 20 minutes. So I wanted to make sure that one of my favorite segments that I don't get to do all of the time, I actually get to do. So, shit. All right. It is time for 10.
Okay, class, put your tinfoil hats on. Is it real? No, seriously, is it?
I'll be there. Tinfoil. Ouch. Yeah. She said, ouch. Is your tinfoil hat hurting you?
It's doing something.
All right. Let's wait for Fame so he doesn't die. We want him to have his. We want him to get his tinfoil hat on.
Nah, I can't put it on today. It's wet. Pause. There we go.
Oh boy. All right.
This may have just found a way to test whether DMT entities are real. When people take a high dose of DMT, they meet beings, apparently autonomous, intelligent, and behaving in ways that are completely unpredictable, and they consistently describe them as more real than real. Science has generally dismissed it as a hallucination, the brain running unconstrained, generating imagery of autonomous beings from noise. But a new preprint from neuroscientist Andrew Gillimore, cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman, and mathematician Nif Hermanson suggests otherwise. Their argument starts with Hoffman's framework called conscious realism, in which reality is made entirely of interacting conscious agents, and what we call the physical world is just our species-specific interface with that network. It built us to see reality usefully, not necessarily to see it accurately. Like icons on a desktop, they're useful and functional, but they don't show you what's happening inside the computer, which means most conscious agents in the network are simply invisible to us, because our interface was never designed to perceive them. The paper proposes that DMT perturbs that interface enough to push consciousness outside its normal range into regions where traces of normally imperceptible agents can suddenly be rendered as stable, coherent experience. The mathematics on this predicts three things: that you'd experience these beings as having more dimensions than normal, that the beings would appear to have godlike capabilities from your perspective, even if those capabilities are routine from theirs, and that they behave with genuine autonomy that you couldn't have generated yourself, which is exactly what people report. There's also a problem with the hallucination model. When the brain hallucinates freely, in dreams, in psychosis, it generates humans and familiar animals. That's what the pattern detection machinery evolved to produce. but fewer than 5% of DMT entity encounters involve humans. The beings have no referent in human evolutionary history whatsoever. So the team is proposing experiments using extended state DMT infusion, which can hold someone in the DMT state for up to 2 hours. They want to test whether entities can track hidden variables the subject has no access to, and whether isolated subjects encountering the same entity show correlated reports. This could be falsifiable, rigorous, and potentially one of the most consequential experiments ever designed. The entities may still be hallucinations, but this paper makes a compelling case for actually testing that assumption. You can click the link in my bio for the full breakdown and to...
We don't need you to do all that. For all of my friends out there that enjoy a little recreational items,
a little
and
psychedelic here and there.
Yeah, there's some psychedelics. I was like, this is interesting. However, I'm keeping my aluminum foil hat on, tin foil, because you ain't getting me, buddy. You're not getting me. And I'm definitely not doing no DMT. I could barely handle weed. So, like, you know what I'm saying? He said, sounds like a waste of allocated research funds to get high.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Facts. And what's wrong with getting high for research, bro? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like y'all making life too hard. You'd be surprised how many advancements we've made in technology with people just fucking around. So, like, you know,
how much would you fund the process, Jay, out of your own pocket? How much
what process? I'm poor. I'm poor, so I can't afford to fund it.
Would you pay taxes for somebody else to go and do it?
I do pay taxes for other people to do it.
And you want them to go get high and do this research?
Do I want people to explore crazy? If you allow me to finish my sentence, I'm completely open with allowing people the opportunity to take crazy ideas and execute it, whether it included drugs or not, so that we can have advancements in technology. Yes, the same way of
money.
Because the same way right now you're being all hypocritical about, you know, drugs. People were like, oh, so you're going to go to the moon? Oh, you're going to go into space? Oh, you're going to shoot a rocket off? Oh, you're going to fly? You think you can fly, buddy? You're crazy. Flying? That's what birds do. Men don't fly. So, as I said, would I fund people in different programs so they could try out crazy shit so that we can make advancements? Yes. Sometimes it involves drugs. Sometimes it involves planes, metal. Sometimes it involves lots of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm under the impression that you would allow anything on the planet to happen. I'm under that impression. I've gotten that from you. That anything that anybody wants to do is completely okay because they're...
Oh, boy. I mean,
got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, because I have an opinion now. I'm just gonna. Just take it to the extreme. That's fine.
Yeah, it's how you give your opinion that gives us the information that we need to decode.
All right, stop fighting, guys.
I'm fighting. I'm asking questions. I'm like, I have an opinion, and now I'm just down for anything to happen anywhere. I'm like, what? How is that?
Bring it on. All right, what you need? $5? Oh, I can't give you.
He said $5. That's crazy.
Now he's funding it too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that's wild. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Fame. So obviously, Fame, you don't agree with this, so you don't feel like.
I keep my tinfoil hat on because I know me on drugs. I treat my brain like the prison it should be. Okay. I'm not. I know what I can do when I'm super high, and I don't need to be that creative, and I don't need to be floating all over the galaxy, being Fame. I don't. Let my brain be my cage. I'm okay with that.
Let my brain be my cage.
I personally don't think there's any wrong with a little psychedelic, a little shrooms,
Neither do I. But some of us are too crazy without it.
I definitely feel like doing research into figuring out if this, because they've been talking about DMT for a long time. And I know personally some friends that do DMT and have had these like really, really elaborate and detailed experiences. And I've had one of my homeboys tell me about like these entities that he's interacted with while he was high, and like how they've been talking to him for a long time and all this information and all that. So I'm like, this seems like right. This seems like a logical next step. Like, oh, okay, well, y'all want to research some DMT to see if these entities are real? Because if you can establish that these entities are real, now you're establishing not only that, all right, there's a new life form, but now there's DMT connects you to a different part of existence. So I'm like, there's so many levels to this. I'm like I get Fame's trying to be funny, but like in all seriousness, I'm like, this is actually a serious study that could open up a whole new science, a whole new thing of understanding. So I feel like, yo, yeah, this is a cool thing to learn something potentially new and different. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I definitely don't feel like we need to start rounding up people off the streets and killing them just because Fame feels like you want to explore something, and that means that everybody's got to do whatever crazy thing comes to mind. But I think this is cool. I don't feel like it hurts anybody. You're not taking anybody and doing something against their will. So, all right, my body is a temple, old, broken, and full of ghosts. Well, we're just trying to get you high so we can speak to your ghost, sir. All right, and I have problems handling an amount of reality I deal with every day. I need less reality. Well, that's what DMT is for.
Yeah.
It's going to take you out of your reality and put you somewhere else. And you'll be speaking to creatures from another reality. So, like, all right, so something like Brother Chalmers here is volunteering to be a part of the experiment. Thank you.
I think that was the opposite of what he was saying.
But he just didn't know that he was agreeing with it. Yeah, he ain't know he was agreeing with it. The whole time he knew that's what he really wanted. All right, so Fame, do you want to do closing questions?
Yes. So
do you have something you wanted to do at the end?
Yes, that's what I'm about to do right now, which is a public domain remix draft, which I thought was really cool. I was hoping that our guest was going to be able to make it. Jay, if you can, inside of the media assets, I believe I put it up for you. Should be a graphic design of shit says public domain remix machine.
Let's see, public domain remix machine.
And as you're pulling it up, I'll give you guys an example. So, I created a list of public domains that, and then I gave it a theme as well. So I want each one of you guys to just pick one name and a theme. You don't have to go off of what I have there if you have something in mind. The format is name, the theme, where, when, and why. I wanted to take Dracula, make him a corporate blood tech CEO in Detroit because, he should go hang out with Jalen. I wanted to put it in the mid-90s, because of the old way of getting blood got too dangerous. So he built a legit company to control the supply. Now, I have Dracula up here, Frankenstein up here, Sherlock Holmes, Robin Hood, King Arthur, Alice in Wonderland, Jekyll and Hyde, Sun Wukong, Hercules. Themes, cyberpunk cities, corporate horror, whatever your mind runs with. Baltimore Underground Railroad, so an anime tournament that Dragon Ball Z was on. Whatever you could think of, take a character, take a setting. Let's do a remix. All I need to know is where, when, and why once you pick the two. For you guys watching, hey, let me know. Who, and out of the public domain would you pick? What setting would you put them in? What time and place? Well, where at? Let me know, like, is it going to be the bottom of the Atlantic? Is it going to be Africa? Let me know what time period. And let me know why.
Okay. So
that Princess Tiara is so cool.
Are you trying to no, I think he's posing a question and then I guess we'll be putting it in the comments or we'll talk about it next week. Is that what you're saying?
No. You guys now.
Okay.
I'm asking people in the comments. They can put it in the comments.
Okay, so Alice in Wonderland set in a haunted mall.
Ooh.
And Alice could be like a teenager. and she chases this rabbit. It could be a rabbit. It could be a freaking mannequin into like, you know how they have the employees only, like, and then it just takes her into this world.
Okay.
Like pretty much like she's in a regular mall and it turns into like kind of like an upside down version of this mall. And yeah, that would be cool.
I like that. I like that. Jay?
For whatever reason, I'm drawn to Sherlock Holmes, and it would probably be super dope if it was in Cyberpunk City, but it don't have to be. It would probably be. The thing that most interested me was Sherlock Holmes in a superhero universe, and then because I in my like when I saw the last Sherlock Holmes series that was in the movies, he technically was a superhero. Like, you know what I mean? Like just the way he thinks, the way he's able to, forecast things, set things up. So like he's pretty much a version of Batman, you know what I mean? So I would love to see Sherlock Holmes in a superhero universe. And that's about as far as I could think about it right now. I don't like Jalen's was quite detailed, but my brain is farting right now because I'm producing.
Okay. I like it. That Sherlock, I like that. Especially because it's detective stuff.
Facts. Fame, give us yours.
I did. Count Dracula.
Oh yeah, you did.
In Jalen's hometown, No,
I got you. I got
you. A legit company getting that blood. Yeah. My boy always found the way to get that blood. All right. Always.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know you were that big of a Dracula fan, but that's so interesting to learn that you have such a connection to, the storyline and the character. But shout out to both of y'all. Like I don't know if y'all intentionally were like talking behind the scenes that both of y'all came on the show with like classic books, and I thought that's super cool. And once again, trying to make yourselves better than me, it's fine. I understand because I don't read like you guys read, but it is.
You clearly didn't read the rundown. No, I'm playing.
So what I mean, it's definitely lit. All right, so y'all know what time it is, man. It's almost time for us to get up out of here. Yes, but before we go, we got to get them shout outs going. So like Fame, you did a phenomenal job today, sir. This rundown is beautiful. We had such a beautiful show. You had a great guest. You know what I'm saying? So like you get the honor of starting off the shout outs. Get it going.
I'm going to let you guys go because I'm going to close it out, and I want you to just take it straight to credits after I close it. So I want you to do it.
Who said you to start off? Who said that you was closing out though?
Oh yeah, I'm closing it out.
No. I'm closing it out. You give them shout outs.
Closing question then for my people in the audience that was tuned in today. What public domain character, monster, myth, or story would you turn into a modern nerd franchise? And what would your version look like? Put it in our comments down below on any of our social media platforms, from Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or come on over to our Patreon. Now, my shout outs for this evening, man, I just hope we gave y'all some motivation. I've been shouting out a lot of people over the past weeks and, months now. We've been consistently on air. What episode is this, Jay? We're on 155?
Yes, sir.
And I just want to take that time out to say, thank you to everybody, Black Dog especially, brother. I just seen you come through with another comment. Yes, we most definitely will be getting to the trailer. Just thank you for supporting us and keeping up with everything we're doing. To everybody that's throwing money into our Patreon, we greatly appreciate that you're taking time to make sure that we have coffee on the days when we desperately need it. Shout out to Jalen. I hope that trip was great. Happy belated birthday again. Jay, I hope you had a ball down there getting to see Denise go on, graduate from high school, right, and going into college. Big
You're correct.
Shout out to you and the family. Shout out to everybody that's got somebody graduating. I had 3 graduations this year. My daughter graduates this Friday, going into middle school, and I'm so just looking forward to a summer, a hot summer. So that's my shout out for this evening.
Wow. Okay. That's a hard one to follow. Shout out to you guys. I just appreciate you guys both, and Sloan. He's not here, but just giving me grace these past few weeks because I have been, not as present. But yeah, I missed it. I missed you guys. I missed being on here with you guys.
We love you, Jalen.
Oh my gosh. And I'm really excited to do the tour. To continue the tour. And yeah, shout out to everybody who is in the comments. Shout out to Black Dog for getting the riddle of the day right. And just subscribe to our Patreon if you haven't already.
Word. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to, once again, Fame for putting this episode together. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate it. And I loved how the flow of the show went. Everything was great. The topic was phenomenal. It was very deep. I was like, but then I realized, oh, this is for selfish promotion. So I'm like, I give you props for that. Great job. Great job. Yeah. Yourself? Yeah. I got my sandbox here that's open domain for everybody. Because when I
ask me a question,
my things is for everybody. I create for the world. I ain't trying to get rich. Who, me? Me no need money. I don't need money. I just want everybody to love and do their thing. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. All right. I didn't think of it first. Shout out to Jalen, baby girl. We love you. There's nothing wrong with taking time off. You got to travel. You got to see things. You got to experience life, because coming on this show and not have experienced life, that's kind of weird. So what I'm saying? We love you. And we rock out. That's how we do. Shout out to Sloan. Shout out to my boy Black Dog. It's been phenomenal to even just see him as his growth. Shout out to Brother Chalmers for being on stream with us, bro. I rock with you the long way, bro, because we be doing 3-hour streams and you be on that whole time giving us directions that we don't pay attention to until after the fact. So shout out to you, and shout out to Bum Bum Bunny. Shout out to every person that's been tapping in and pressing play. We love y'all. But before we go, you know what I'm saying? He talking about play the trailer next. I'm gonna play the trailer right now. You know what I'm saying? Black Dog has a whole movie coming out, and the trailer is right here.
Summer headed to Phoenix on a routine assignment. This ain't the highway. But a wrong turn. Folks around here stick to their own. Put him in a town that didn't want him. You have no idea who I am. And they were about to find out. You're a long way from home, boy. Just passing through. We don't get many outsiders, especially your kind.
Don't see many of those around here.
Starring Jesse J. Cozart.
You think that tight shirt makes you tough? Here you are, city boy. Turn around. Into the line, boy.
Wrong Town. Rated R.
Man, that joint crazy. Jalen,
I love this.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The full thing is on his IG right now. Let me tell you something. Black Dog, I know you tuned in. When I think I woke up this morning to see it. I think it came out yesterday, correct? I got to see it this morning on the IG. The whole time I'm watching it, because it is straight action packed, I'm sitting here like, oh, this is the Black Chuck Norris. He just getting it. Like, my boy is getting it. Like, I'm getting pumped watching. I'm just like, he just keep getting into all of the action, all of the fight scenes. I'm like, man, the leaps and bounds that we're able to do with the technology now. The town is going to be really dope. It's in Texas. We'll be there for DreamCon. So hopefully we don't mess up and enter, because we might have to call you Black Dog if we end up in the wrong town.
We're going to be in Houston. I'm not going to nobody else's town. You traveling by yourself, brother. Like I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? So but that's wild. But Black Dog, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget, we will be doing the BG3, which is Baldur's Gate 3 stream, probably between 8:10 and 8:15. So Charmers, don't go to sleep on us. I am starving. I definitely need to step out and grab some vittles, and I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna get it going. We got way more stuff coming for y'all. And we are going on vacation. I don't remember exactly when, but I'm gonna have a meeting with the team. I'll be able to let you guys know when we're going on vacation. We still will have bonus content for the Patreon, and I will be dropping some other content that I've already been developing. And so anyway, with that being said, we love y'all. We check y'all next week. BNP, we out.
This that Black Nerd Podcast. Turn it up, let it ride, don't pass. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. we blast. Talking games, talking screens, talking tech upgrades fast. It's that Black Nerd Podcast. All your worlds in the crew broadcast. Got the vibes and the jokes all fast. Lock in, tap in, tap back. Fame in the mix when the mics come on. Jalen, keep it real, keep the coach strong. Sloan Tempest, bring the stone to the show. JS1.